So we should cover soccer games?
It's football, hun.
Soccer?
Football.
Soccer.
Football.
Football's a long thing.
No,
Soccer.
that's football Americano. It's football.
Soccer.
Football.
We're going to cover some soccer games.
We're going to cover some football games is what we're going to cover.
Hey everyone, welcome to GameMarx. I'm Mike.
I'm Cicely.
Today we're going to look at some soccer games.
That's football to the rest of the world. And since the World Cup's going on, we thought it'd be nice to look at a few.
There aren't a whole lot on the service right now, but we've rounded up some, so let's go take a look.
For a complete soccer experience, but without the flashy 3D gameplay or cute cutscenes, FitBut is the way to go. The graphics are something from a past generation, and the magic bar that is supposed to tell you which player is the next Beckham or Ronaldinho is non-recognizable. Passing the ball is touchy at best. I couldn't figure out how to make a header, and the help screen is simply laughable. On a second or third play, the game becomes more engaging as you do have some sort of penalty kick system, which is shoddy at best, and you can trigger red or yellow cards, although with as many fouls as I deliberately made, I should have been down to just my goalie.
SFG Soccer is a slightly cartoony soccer game with arcade-style controls for up to 4 players. Gameplay is fast-paced and puts you in the middle of the action without requiring you to micromanage your team. On offense, your control shifts around the field as each of your players control the ball, passing and shooting. You don't have a great deal of control over where the ball goes. The game is smart and simple enough that the setup is fairly intuitive. Defense is also intuitive. The game shifts you to the player nearest to the ball when you press A, setting you up for the steal. The AI is smart enough to help you cover the rest of the opponent's players. The game includes all the little details too. Your formation can be changed at any time from the pause menu. There are a number of different camera angles. You can even celebrate after making a goal.
Are you looking for real soccer action that's in the game? Avatar Penalty Kick might have what you want. Full league season play? Well, it's not in the game. Head-to-head team play? Well, that's not in the game either. Fantasy drafts? Let's not get carried away now. What is in the game is penalty kicks and avatars. Yes, this game is the tried and true just add avatars to an otherwise mediocre gameplay. And the phrase gameplay here is being nice. There isn't even an on-screen cue to let you know how strong your kick is or which direction. Blocking a kick is even more frustrating as the controls are so time-sensitive they just feel broken. If you find yourself in the mood to try Avatar Penalty Kick, make sure not to accidentally download the disfigured clone Avatar Penalty Shootout. Lacking any sensible polish, Avatar Penalty Shootout makes this a choice between Coke and carbonated seawater.
In Quacker, you play as a team of cubes in a chibi game of soccer. To move around and score, you adjust the aim and power of your players, like in a pool game. The only way to win is to score 2 goals, which means a game can last as little as 2 good shots up to a seemingly interminable mess of missed and incorrect placing. This can be very fun and challenging or highly annoying depending on your mood.
Well, alright, those 4 games you just saw, you can get right now in Xbox Live Indie Games. Log into your Xbox, go to Game Marketplace, scroll up to Indie Games, and you'll find most of these games under Sports. You can also get these games at Xbox.com. So, not a lot of great games in this roundup. Maybe they needed some Volvo horns.
That's Vuvuzela.
They're horns from Volvos, aren't they?
No, they're a traditional South African horn called Vuvuzela.
They sound like they came out of a car.
They sound closer to bees, a swarm of bees, but they're Vuvuzelas.
Well, whatever they're called, if you want to put one in your game, let's check in now with Dylan on how to make some noise.
Whatever type of game you're creating, you're going to need some sort of sound. First, you'll need to get a recording of the sound. It needs to be in WAV format. MP3s won't work here. Next, you'll need to import that sound into an Exact project. Exact is Microsoft's cross-platform audio creation tool, which is included in XNA Game Studio. Cross-platform in this case refers to Windows, Xbox 360, or Zune, since Exact is used to prepare the sound file for use on any of these systems. You'll load the Exact project and not the original WAV files into your game. Create a new project in Exact, and then insert the file into the WAV bank. From there, you'll create a new entry in your sound bank and assign it to a cue. For simple cases, this might seem to be several extra steps, but sound banks and cues allow you to create playlists of different sounds and control how they're played. For example, you might want to string together several songs for your background music and have them play in the same order every time. But let's say you wanted a thwack sound that played every time a player kicked a soccer ball. Well, you might want to play one of several different variations randomly. Once you've created your cues, make a note of their names. These are what you'll use in your code. When you build the Exact project, it will output 3 different files: an XGS file, which is the audio engine, an XWB file, which is the WAV bank, and an XSB file, which is your sound bank. You can load these pieces of content as objects in your game code. And you can set the sound volumes on the audio engine object, which is useful, for example, if you wanted to put a menu option for sound volume in your game. You can also play these sounds by using the cues you set up with the SoundBank play cue method.
Goal! Well, that wraps up another episode of the show. So who are you rooting for in the World Cup?
I don't know if I can trust America to actually pull through, so I think I'm going to be choosing Chile, actually.
Alright. I don't care whoever wins. I'm not really watching. But hopefully you're watching this show, and if you have some comments, send it into the show at GameMarx.com, or check us out on the web, GameMarx.com. Thanks everyone for watching.